News 18. Weather from where you live.
Well, a few storms in this forecast for a chunk of the weekend. Muggy weather ahead, and then some smoke from this big fire up in Minnesota will get in Sunday. So that is near surface smoke, so the air quality going down, and then smoke several thousand feet up comes in from the west and northwest U.S. Sunday and into next week to turn that sky very pale once again. Then after some storms next week, a brief stint at cooler weather. Here is the cold front with the severe thunderstorm watch here. We'll get a couple of these storms with the front for the weekend. These are heat advisories. That's the heat that comes in next week where heat indices will exceed 100. An all-out firestorm developing next week in the west. You can already see the fire weather watches and warnings up. And this is interesting for the Northeast. We've got hurricane watches. We're getting warnings now and storm surge watches as Henry moves towards New England right as we speak. And this is very similar to Hurricane Bill back in '91 that produced a lot of damage in New England. This will likely make a landfall later Sunday evening, perhaps as a minimal hurricane. All right, tonight though, an isolated shower or two this evening, otherwise increasing clouds and an isolated storm tomorrow morning, a low of 73. Tomorrow heat index to 99. Isolated storm in the morning, then a few scattered storms late afternoon and into the evening with a high of 90. Getting a little bit breezy for a little relief, thankfully. And then on Sunday, a couple isolated storms around, heat index to 95, a high of 88 with a light wind eventually coming in from the northeast later on in the day. There's your severe weather outbreak off to our northwest this evening. Notice getting into late tonight, tomorrow morning, where are all the big storms? They're down here, right in this area. For us, it's just an isolated storm or two. Then dry for a while before we get a couple of these storms in here late tomorrow and tomorrow night as the front comes through, and even a couple lingering into Sunday. Just an isolated severe storm possible. And then better risk for some severe weather next week. I'll show you that in the 7-day shortly. In the meantime, new blog posts will be up very shortly. I'm working on that right now. We're going to look right into November for the latest outlook. So 92 Monday, an isolated storm 93 Tuesday, dangerous heat ahead, and then late Wednesday, late Thursday, watch for some severe weather risk later on in the day, but heat indices well above